Let's go to Columbus now. Reaction to the Trump administration's strike on 3 nuclear sites in Iran and the return attack then on the U.S. site in Qatar.
Bureau reporter Morgan Trow spoke to the governor today about concerns from Ohioans.
A surprise attack on several of Iran's nuclear development sites.
Completely and totally obliterated.
Saturday, President Donald Trump announced that the U.S. has joined Israel in its bombing of Iran. Now, Charlie Koenigsmark, a community organizer with the anti-racism group Answer Coalition, fears war.
It was completely unprovoked and a war crime that, bypassed any consultation or approval from Congress.
We reached out to half a dozen Middle Eastern associations and Iranian and Persian groups, but none were available to comment. One advocate told us that they were worried about speaking publicly. Trump says he's hoping the U.S. attack would be the start to peaceful negotiations with the Middle Eastern country. But already, defense officials say Iran has fired missiles at a U.S. base in Qatar, but that attack was intercepted.
It's deeply upsetting.
The state's Veterans Services Department told us that Ohio has around 50,000 active duty military members, any of whom could be pressed into a heightened military situation at any moment. Something I asked Governor Mike DeWine about Monday.
Should Ohioans be sent overseas to fight?
Well, of course, the first thing we're concerned about immediately is in Ohio, something that, we can do something about. Of course, we're very concerned about that. Andy Wilson has been in contact with people who we think might be potentially vulnerable. So that was our first reaction, first thing that we can do.
Who's vulnerable?
Well, look, I don't have to spell things out. We always are concerned about any kind of retaliation.
The governor says that the U.S. needs to be united right now, while also cautious.
Iran and nuclear weapons are two things that should not go together. And the president took the action that he thought was appropriate.
We don't want U.S. military personnel to die just because Trump and Netanyahu are set on expanding war and regional instability, global instability, really.
Koenigsmark adds that anti-war protests will be going on continuously this summer. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.